क्या बकवास चल रहा है? It is private. Why it's coming private? No, it is showing private. It is not line streaming to everywhere. And why the name is coming on YouTube broadcast? It should be we can edit video.
Yeah, perfect. Coming, sir. Yeah. And everything.
Has to. We have to get
Even time we are.
Page. Huh?
Yeah,
யூடியூப்ல வருது லிங்க் மட்டும் தான் அதுல ஷேர் ஆகுது ஃபேஸ்புக்ல லிங்க் மட்டும் ஷேர் ஆகி ஆமா
What's the chicken?
शायद
What good is an idea if it remains an idea? Try, experiment, and fail. Try again, change the world. Good morning, one and all. I, Dr. Haris Panchal from Department of Zoology and Miss Sonali Chaudhary from Department of Physics, your host for the event. Welcome you all. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor C.S. Satish Kumar, SRM University Sikkim. Today's chief guest, associate deans, faculty members, teacher coordinators of various schools and colleges, and dear students. Welcome to the Vigyan Utsavam 2023, organized by SRM University Sikkim.
Without any delay, to start the event, I would like to request Dr. Dev Kumar Thapa, Associate Dean, Faculty of Science, to please come forward and deliver the welcome address.
Please come.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor C.S. Satish Kumar, esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. Vasishtha, teachers and students from various schools, and my dear colleagues. It is with great pleasure and immense pride that I extend a warm and hearty welcome to all of you on this momentous occasion of Vigyan Utsavam 2023. Today, we are privileged to be in the presence of esteemed personalities who have graced this event with their distinguished presence. I would like to extend a special welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor C.S. Satish Kumar, whose vision and guidance have been instrumental in making this event possible. We are deeply privileged to have with us our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Vasishtha, the Director, Biotechnology Division of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Sikkim. We deeply appreciate your presence, sir, and I must say that your presence has added an immense value to this event. In addition, your support and encouragement in promoting scientific innovations for the empowerment of villages are truly invaluable, and we sincerely grateful for it. Our gathering today is further enriched by the presence of dedicated teachers from various schools of Sikkim and nearby state. Your commendable commitment to imparting knowledge and nurturing young minds is truly praiseworthy, and we wholeheartedly acknowledge the significant role you play in shaping the future generations. To all the bright and enthusiastic students from various schools and colleges, I extend a special and heartfelt welcome. Your passion for science and learning is a testament to the potential for progress and change that lies within you. Your thirst for knowledge will undoubtedly contribute to the success of this event and, more importantly, to the advancement of science for rural empowerment. Lastly, but certainly not least, I extend my warm welcome to the esteemed faculty members of SRM University Sikkim. Vigyan Utsavam holds a special place in our hearts as it provides us with an invaluable opportunity to foster the scientific inquiry and instill a passion for knowledge in the young minds of our generation. Today, we come together under the theme of empowering villages by scientific innovation, a subject of utmost significance in our pursuit of building sustainable and inclusive communities. Over the course of today's event, we will be witnessing thought-provoking presentations, innovative scientific model demonstration, debate, and quiz, all aimed at bringing both solutions that can uplift the lives of village people. Let us make the most of this incredible opportunity to learn, collaborate, and pave the way for a bright future where villages thrive to the power of science. Once again, I extend my heartfelt welcome to each one of you. Thank you and enjoy the event.
Taking forward, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to please come forward for lightning of the lamp.
So now we'll start with the felicitation of our dignitaries. So first of all, I request our associate team to please felicitate Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir with a card. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to please felicitate our chief guest with a khada and a bouquet. Thank you. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to please felicitate our associate team. Now I request our Vice Chancellor Sir to please felicitate our team of science, so our coordinators of Vigyan Utsavam 2023. Again, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to please felicitate our Associate Dean of Social Sciences and IT Department. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to please felicitate our Associate Dean of IT Department.
I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to kindly felicitate with research series book to our chief guest. Moving ahead for today's program, I would like to call Dr. Rajesh Rawat, Head of Department of Physics, SRM University, Sikkim, to present a brief introduction about Vigyan Utsavam 23.
Thank you, Sonali and Dr. Harish. Very good afternoon to everyone present out here. Respected chief guest of the event, Dr. Bharat Chandra Vasishtha, Principal Director, Department of Science and Technology and Climate Change, Government of Sikkim. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor C.H. Satish Kumar, respected Associate Deans of Basic Science, IT and Social Sciences, and teachers of various schools and colleges, and my students from various schools and colleges, and also students of SRM University. So I am here to give you a short and brief introductions of Vigyan Utsavam. So Vigyan Utsavam is a Sanskrit word meaning science celebrations or occasions. So it can be understood as a celebrations to promote science and technology. It demonstrates how science can lead a country like India towards development. So at SRM University Sikkim, it is started in the year 2019 with the vision of our honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to inculcate and to build the scientific temper among the students of various schools and colleges, and also give them an exposure to uh, uh, various scientific innovations going on in the field of science and technology. So it main motive is to provide the platform to the student where they can showcase their scientific talents and also give them exposure to various scientific innovations going on in the research area of science and technology. We are celebrating this auspicious event every year with various. So in the year 2019, the theme of Vigyan Utsavam was science and innovations, and the theme of 2021 was scientific innovations for global challenges. And in 2022, the theme of Vigyan Utsavam was Atmanirbhar Bharat. And this year we are celebrating Vigyan Utsavam with the theme of empowering villages by scientific innovations. And this, why? Because villages in India are very playing a crucial role in the country's development. The main idea to bring this thing is an initiation to bring an innovations to uplift the villages in terms of health, energy, agriculture, waste management, and so on. So now moving to the highlights and competitive event which we are going to help in these events are. So starting with the competitive event, so we are having scientific working model, poster presentations, quiz, and debate. And highlight of the events are there are popular talk by our eminent scientists of SRM University Sikkim. There are magic math, that is tip and tricks. And fourth is SDG exhibition is also going on. And we have exposure to multidisciplinary research laboratory and centralized instrumentation facility. And we have also set an Iceland Bharat Mission stall where you can create, those who have not created the AVA ID. So we have a stalls over there. So we will be a chance to create the one. And all the events which is going to in this event are in a parallel session mode. So all this event will be telecast also in room number 401, 402, 503, and 304. And also it will be telecasted in FB and YouTube platform. So you can just sitting in your own room, you can just log in into your account and you can enjoy the event. And moving to the prize and certificates. So for each competitive event, we are giving a prize of first, second, and third. And there are two labels, that is schools level and college labels for each this one event. And to make clear, like for quiz, particularly for quiz, we have categorized into two levels, junior level and senior level. So participation from schools up to 10 classes will be categorized in junior levels, and 11 and 12 will be competing with the college student, and they will be categorized in a senior level. And there are also awards, as we have mentioned in the poster, that top 3 model will be rewarded with the cash prize. So how we are going to decide? So from schools level and college level, the top 3 model will be like getting award winners. And from these top 3 models for each category, like schools level and college level, we will be going to select the best model, which will be going to like based on the judge points. So they will be like going to give a first, second, third prize as a monetary cash prize. So and Moving towards this one, the event details, I think it is there in each row, each room, and our volunteer is going to help you if any confusion persists in between. So you can ask our volunteer, they will direct you toward the room and the floor. And lastly, for the past participant, I want to hear that losing and winning is just a number. So please, what important is your participations is very, very important. And at the end, the motive of this event is to spark the scientific knowledge. So please enjoy the events. Don't worry, no worries. We are there for next year also. So have a nice day. Thank you.
Sir, for the introduction.
Now, I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor C.S. Satish Kumar, to please come forward to deliver inaugural address and declaration of the event open. Please, sir.
Chief guest, Dr. Associate Deans, coordinators of Vigyan Utsavam, faculty members, and students traveled from our second participate in Vigyan Utsavam. Accompanying teachers, a warm welcome to all of you. Sorry. I'm happy to inaugurate this much awaited Vigyan Utsavam, and with the wonderful theme of empowering villages to scientific innovation. It is not only a theme, it's a commitment for the science. Science is not for the lab. Science only not only for the development of the oneself, the scientific body of knowledge. Science should improve the lives of the people. If you look at India, I think India, we always say that 80% of India lives in villages. And many of us are from villages. We all have connected villages. Villages require a lot of innovations. And we at SR University commitment that our chemistry is not only limited to the test tubes. Our physics is not only limited to the circuits. Our botany is not only limited to the sections and microscopes, and zoology not only the dissection tables. We want to take the science to the villages. In this pursuit, in this commitment, SRM started a project called Gram Shakti. This Gram Shakti is basically a project to take innovation from lab to the land. So we have identified 25 villages, 10 to 25 villages between. We are identifying the small young entrepreneurs who wants to do something to start something. We have our chemistry department researched well on the water and importance of water. People talk about water contamination. We are not talking about contamination. And all of you know that whole world looks at importance of Himalayan water. So we want to see that what are those minerals they are being researched. Important minerals which contribute to the health of the people, and you want to identify them and make it as a entrepreneurship as a water and of Himalayan water. I think which is missing in this part of India. I think we want that chemistry department taking that project, and they already started. Another important area that one of our chemistry and that what we together are working on, mushrooms research. Mushrooms, not only the butter mushrooms which are available for in and around. Sikkim has traditionally important mushrooms. They're called premier mushrooms. Costliest premier mushroom in the world cost 1 kg 8 lakh rupees. Mushrooms in Sikkim, some of the premier fruit, there are one, I think there are a couple of mushrooms, it costs thousands. I think we are identifying them. What is the probability of making it as commercial scale, or people are working on the lab level? I think if this project is going to be in the last 1 year, I will already project started. We spoke to one of the industry partners. It's called Polymer TV. Tamil TV. We went and convinced them. that the Tamil TV people gave a CSR grant to improve science and improve the bringing the empowering the villages. They gave the grant to us. Now we are doing that. This is basically this. The theme is not only for scientific festival, commitment of SRM to bring to empower villages to whatever they are doing in scientists and then university. We have wonderful scientists. Lately, we identified 4 important innovations. One is on medicinal plants, another is on fish culture. Then these we are, and one is on the public health, very strong public health thing. They are doing a public health entrepreneurship at the village level. They are going to develop and they are going to do the village. This is the basically to empowering people. It's not that attracting people and bringing them to the village, to the urban area and across the areas is not important. We want to create opportunity. We have to create because it is not only the responsibility of for scientists. It is the responsibility of science as a whole. That's what I'm telling you. That is the commitment our scientists are doing. And I'm so happy that we're proud to present in front of you this small initial project and it's going to yield multiple benefits to all of us. And I'm telling you that Vasis is the right person to shape us. He's the one who's completely, the day we came here, I know when we started the science program, he's there. He's been very helpful, very good friend of science, good friend and a beneficiary of SRM not because of SRM, not because of our commitment to the science. He's from Department of Science and Technology. He committed for the science and technology and the science, and he is helping us in progress in the same pathway. So as a student, all of you, I think, you have bright future. This scientific Vigyan Utsavam to showcase that your talent, give exposure to such modern innovations. How can we take and how to improve, how to be a part of this development? While I think that we want to do that education is the basic object of this workshop is to do exposure to such innovations which can improve the life of our Indians. That is the basic commitment. And I want that, I think I agree with Rajesh. Competition is important, sir. Life is full of competition. Competitively, we have to do that. But don't go mad with the competition. With the competition also have to learn, not to lose. After winning, you should not lose. Many times we win by winning and we lose many things, but they're not important. You win by losing also, win by winning also, win by not participating also. You can do that. That's the thrust. We are going to do that. With our scientific team work tirelessly to bring every minutely work on them. There is a quality of scientists actually. They take care of every minute things that they done by the plan. So that is, I think our scientists are no exception for that. And enjoy 2 days. We all are there. I'll be going around, interacting with all of you. Many students, I also want to welcome the students who are from the rooms they're watching this inaugural session. And enjoy, meet more friends, make more friends, talk to our that faculty, whether you relevant or irrelevant, all doubts, all questions are questions. Thank you very much for coming for this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wise words and the declaration. Now moving ahead towards our next session, that is book launch. So let me tell you, these books are published by the eminent scientists of SR University, Sikkim. Please declare the event open, sir.
Broadly announce the pianos were going to be open.
Thank you, sir, for the declaration. So let's start with our first session, that is book launch. So now these books are published by the eminent scientists of SR University, Sikkim. So let me give the brief introduction, what these books are all about. So the first book having the title, Learning through Solving Inorganic Chemistry by Dr. Anup Guru, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, SR University, Sikkim. Now this book contains previous year IIT JAM solved question papers, chapter wise of 10 years. which would be helpful for our students preparing for IIT, NIT entrance and CUT examination for various universities. Our second book having the title Learning Through Solving. Okay. So second book, Learning Through Solving Organic Chemistry by Dr. Govind Pratap Singh, Associate Professor, and Sujana Chhekri from Department of Chemistry, SRM University, Sikkim. Now this book contains the sole CSI and NET question papers for the recent years. So now I request all the dignitaries to come forward to do the honor of the book launch. Please, sir.
I request our chief guest to kindly felicitate our first scientist, Dr. Vigyan Utsavam. Now I request our chief guest to kindly felicitate our second author, Dr. Govind Pratap Singh. Now, I would like to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Bharat C. Basist, Principal Director of Department of Science and Technology and Climate Change of Government of Sikkim. So let me take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest,
So Dr. Bharat C. Basist started his academic journey at the University of North Bengal, from where he pursued his graduation and post-graduation in botany. Later, he had completed PG Diploma in Remote Sensing from Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Then he pursued his PhD degree from University of North Bengal in 2013. He has more than 30 research articles in reputed scientific journals. He has completed more than 11 research projects. Some of ongoing projects are Bioinformatics Center, funded by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Patent Information Center, funded by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Now, when it comes to the work experience, so he started as a PGT in Human Resource Developmental Department, that is HRDD, Government of Sikkim. Then he worked as scientist, scientific officer, senior scientific officer, and additional director in Sikkim State Council of Science and Technology, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Sikkim. After that, he worked as director and currently working as principal director in Department of Science and Technology, Government of Sikkim. Apart from this, he also has professional field experience that includes innovation and office management. He also completes several pioneer achievements such as establishment of state tissue culture lab under state government, establishment of state biotechnological research and application center under state government. He is also working for development of human resource in Sikkim. So now I request our chief guest, Dr. Bharat C. Basist, to please come forward to enlighten us with his wise words. Please, sir.
Thank you so much for such an elaborative introduction, which I don't know whether I deserve it or not. Anyways, respected Vice Chancellor, SRM University, Professor Satish Kumar sir, respected Dr. Dev Thapa, Associate Dean, Faculty of Sciences, SRM University, Dr. Rajesh Rao, HOD and Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, as well as the coordinator of Vigyan Utsavam, respected all the faculties of SRM University, faculties from different schools and colleges who have come here all the way from different parts of the state, in spite of all this rainy and monsoon season. Dear students from SRM University as well as from different schools, and of course the university media, and ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it's always a privilege, and I feel very privileged when I stand in front of you here in SRM University, because I've seen SRM University going right from the beginning when I first met Satish sir long time back, even before this building had come to an existence when he was down there. So I've seen the growth, the metamorphosis which has been going on in SRM University to such a huge extent. When I hear few things here, when I see different things up here, I see so much of growth coming up, and I totally give the credit to Satish sir for his tireless, he's tirelessly working for the development of this university. I congratulate you for this. Now, coming back to empowering villages through scientific innovations, which is the theme of today's Vigyan Utsavam. So, as already said, that Vigyan Utsavam, or the scientific celebrations which we are doing today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the majority population of India, as Satish sir rightly said, 80% of the population resides in villages. So we are basically agrarian community compared to the business community or things. So what we see basically is that there are many villages who lack many basic things, like proper hygiene, agrotechnics, education, health, water supply, irrigation, electrical facilities, etc., etc., etc. It's such a long list. So if we see the rural scenario of India, we have around 6,64,369 villages in our country, out of which 2,92,000 villages, they don't have proper electricity. And 43,000 villages do not have good or good quality of drinking water. And 17% villages do not have, 43,000 villages don't even have mobile connectivity. And 17% don't have clean drinking water. So this is the present and the latest statistics which I have drawn it from the net and from a research paper somebody has received that. So when all these things came up, when we see all these things, we go slightly back towards the time we got independence. In the year 1947, when India got independence, and after that, only 3% of economic growth was seen in our country for 30 years. Only 3%. India was India was given our independence at the midnight, and when we woke up, it took around 30 years. So 30 years we were lagging. Our country was lagging. But after that, the infrastructural facilities started coming up. Then people started realizing during the commencement of 21st century, there has been a development in improvements and development in innovative sciences in India. So, the scientific research lags behind the business development, but still there has become a development in our country. So this was the scenario which we have seen. So why I am coming to this is because this thing really touches. Because when science has to go to the village, as Satish sir again rightly said, publications will give us horizontal development. Of course, I also did publications. But if we go to the village level and work with the people, application science will give us, publication gives us vertical development. And application science gives us horizontal development. So we take everybody forward. So now if we see, now why are we coming to the public? Because the scientific innovation has to go to the villages. Now India has crossed, and India is leading it's the leader of being the most populous country in the world. Now, it has surpassed China. So, what next? Because the metropolitan cities will not feed the country. It is the villagers, the agriculturists, they have to come up. So, there has been a significant development in economy, but it is high time now for us to empower villages. Village has to come up now, and there needs to be scientific interventions and innovations to take the country forward and feed the people of the whole country. It's a very difficult task. It's not a thing. And the conventional techniques, the traditional knowledges, even our ancestors were already good scientists. They had interacted with the nature. They came up with different solutions. They knew when to plant paddy and when to plant maize. Means they had interacted with it. That also comes from some certain database. It won't come just like that. So they were already good scientists, but those traditional things will not help us to go ahead and feed the whole country at this scenario. We have already crossed 130 crores population. Now we need innovative interventions from the scientists, and that is why Government of India, in the year 2015, that is 15 June 2015, started Smart City and Amrut, Atal Mission Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Amrut. So this was the realization of the people of the country, the political leaders, the scientists, the educationists, everybody. They started realizing now, okay, we have to do something else and start a project. And these things were started in the year 2015, the Smart City concept and Amrut concept. And this is because people have realized it, and everybody felt like we have to now strengthen and facilitate the rural population of our country so that they don't migrate to the urban area. We have to give them facilities. What are the facilities we have to give? We have to give them good hygiene, good drinking water facilities, good health services, good roads, good connectivity, good internet system, education, everything should be there. So these are the plans of the government. So even after that, Government of India has opened up so many portals in science and technology and innovations. The science and technology and innovation is one portal where students can go in and see what are the innovative ideas you can do. You can write a project. There are so many other startup programs. So, for example, BIRAC. Department of Biotechnology, Government of India funds for new innovative ideas which has got economic value. So BIRAC funds for that. So after that, what? We always can go to, there are so many incubation centers in the country. It's like KICS incubation center in Pakistan. There is a biotech park in Guwahati, IIT Guwahati. There are incubation centers. The incubators, they go there, do their research, come out with a product or the process, go to the market, sell it, and give it to the people. So this is how new innovative, even agricultural startups, horticultural startups, any scientific startups, anybody can go there. So nowadays, I've seen, I was there in Cage for few days. There I could see maximum agricultural startups are coming. So agricultural startups, people are doing good business, they are encouraging, even the companies have taken up now. Even the economists, they have come out. Not only the scientists, the economists, they have come out. They put the village, they facilitate the villagers, they encourage them to do farming, and then they do the business. Here, what happens is all the scientific bodies, all the scientific faculties, all the scientific people like geographers, sociologists, biotechnologists, agricultural scientists, etc. So this all should come together, synchronize, and then work out for the basic requirement of the ideas. If we see, I know when I travel, I've been traveling to the entire northeast and different remote areas of Sikkim also. I've traveled almost other parts of the state, where these kind of gaps are seen. These gaps are seen. Now it is the duty of the scientists, the scientific personalities, or the upcoming generation, the students, the college students, the research students. It is the duty of these youngsters to find out the gap, take the research ahead, and empower the villages, so that it will help everybody else to do the development. It is also understood that there are many exhibits and models displayed out here. Hopefully, those exhibits and models, they are very useful. They may be very helpful for the development of good. These prototypes will later on come up to be a very good models or very useful models in the future. I wish them all the best. And again, I'm again very privileged to be here as a part of SRM family, SRM University family, on this occasion of Vigyan Utsavam, and that too on such an important topic, empowering villages with scientific innovation. And again, thank you, Vijay sir, for inviting me to this occasion. I'm sorry, I need to go to Chintan Bhavan because I've contributed one article in one of the book being published by the Sikkim Legislature's Federation, which is being launched by the Honorable Chief Minister. So I'll be taking leave after this. I urge all the students and request new generation scientists and also the faculties of different schools and colleges and universities to be more innovative and go for applied sciences, research, and the publication is also very important, but applied science is the need of the hour. So we need to strengthen. There are so many things. I did not give so much of examples about what is empowering villages, as already our respected VC sir has already told about it, and you are all doing a good job. And me myself also, I have also started working in village early now. I have started horticulture. I have started teaching grafting techniques to the villagers. Grafting techniques to the villagers, because it doesn't require any laboratory. It doesn't require any laboratory, and they will get better quality of planting materials, especially in citrus, in oranges, because Sikkimese oranges has declined, and we need to rejuvenate it. And the only way of rejuvenating is to take rough line root stocks and graft with the local original Sikkimese oranges, because it used to be one of the most sweetest oranges, and that used to be exported to Singapore and Thailand and Japan. So now we are losing it. So I've started that work in the village, and post retirement I'll be doing the same. With this all, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your practical words and enlightening us with your countless moments. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to please order our chief guest with a memento. So Now, before starting our next event, so I request the quiz team to please be present in their respective venue. So we are going to start the quiz now. Please, it's a 5 minutes wait, so we have that.
After break, we have scientific session. There.
That's a lunar surface. And many of these lunar missions were for technology demonstration, not always for scientific. So this is simply a map of the location of all successful soft landings on the near side of the moon field. So when we observe the moon, we usually see only one surface. We never see another surface. That is something called tidally locked. So the moon is tidally locked to Earth. That is the reason we can only see one surface of the moon, not the other hemisphere. That is what we call as a near side, or the near side of the moon. So these are all the locations of the near side of the moon where we had soft landing, means the spacecraft will land softly or very smooth. Now the important question is that why go to moon? What is there in moon? We are actually so curious. The first important aspect is to understand the origin and the evolution of the Earth. So whether moon is basically a natural satellite of us, or in the later stage of solar system evolution, the Earth somehow gravitationally captured the moon, that is still not known. So that is the first important thing, is the origin and evolution of the moon. Second is that, for a commercial reason, is that nearly 1 million tons of helium-3 is found on moon surface. And helium-3 is believed to be the energy fuel of the future, because that is supposed to take part in the nuclear fission. Third thing is the technology demonstration for futuristic space missions. And last is the outpost for further planetary astronomical experiments. Why this is so important? This is particularly important because we know that the moon has a very thin atmosphere. So hence, if you put telescopes there, optical telescopes, radio telescopes, and any other things, there will be very, very less distraction. Background noise and everything extremely less. So it will be very, very easy for us to go and accumulate data without having been disturbed. Unlike in the Earth's surface, if you put telescopes and other things, a lot of background noise will come because there will be thick atmosphere. So that is the reason that moon may be seen as an outpost for the next generation planetary or astronomical. So let's come to the Indian lunar missions that we are particularly interested about. So these are three missions are happening from India, that is from the Indian Space Research Organization, starting from the Chandrayaan-1 to Chandrayaan-3. So that's what called the Chandrayaan-1. So Chandrayaan basically means the moon field. So this is the Chandrayaan-1 payload. Payload means the spacecraft where all the detectors and the monitors that were there, that are called the payloads. So this Chandrayaan-1 is the India's first unmanned mission to moon, developed by Indian Space Research Organization in Bangalore. It was launched on October 22, 2008 from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The orbital insertion to moon's orbit took place on November 8, 2008. What does that mean? So the spacecraft will start from Earth. It will orbit around the Earth several times before it will escape the Earth's gravity, and then it will go to the moon's gravity, and it will again orbit the moon. So this is what is called the insertion from Earth's or Earth orbit to the moon orbit. That is from the time that it will move away from the Earth's gravitational field and captured by the moon's gravity. So that happened on November 8, 2008. So the mission type here is basically lunar orbiter. So this is not a mission for the soft landing, but only an orbiter. Means the spacecraft will ultimately orbit around the moon. So the duration was supposed to be 2 years. It was planned, but the actual operating time has been only 320 days. And one can see the estimated cost is so less. It is just only 386 days. So these are the mission objectives of the Chandrayaan-1. So this is the polar satellite launch vehicle by which the Chandrayaan-1 was launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center. So simultaneous mineralogical, chemical, and photogeological map. So main objective, of course, was to understand the bulk chemistry of the moon. and understanding the minerals, the mineral deposits. So high resolution mapping of the lunar surface to identify minerals, understand the biochemistry of the moon. The physical properties of the moon needs to understand the tectonic and the seismic activity. Like in the earth, we have the earthquakes, etc. Similar things happen on all the planetary surface or all surfaces, like moon also. So the special regions of interest, polar regions, south pole. Like in earth, we have north pole and south pole. In moon also we have the south pole. But the particularly south pole region actually lying in the far side. Means that side we cannot actually observe from the earth. Why it is so interesting? Because here we find occurrence of water ice and very rare minerals. Contains clues to the fossil records of the early solar system. So there are a lot of ancient fossils are trapped there. So starting that region, one can understand the origin and the evolution not only of the moon, but also the evolution of the solar system. So this is the Chandrayaan-1 schematic feature, how it was launched. So this is the art. So this is the launching thing. It launched, I think I launched from here, and this goes to the next orbit. So these are called the orbital maneuvers. They are called the earth-bound maneuvers or the EBS. So this is the launching orbit, and then the next orbit will be raised, and then several of these orbits will happen, and ultimately it will escape the Earth's gravity and will go to the moon's gravity. And then around the moon's gravity, it will again orbit and ultimately it will orbit around the, or it is being orbiting around the moon at about 100 kilometers from the surface. So that was the Chandrayaan-1. So these are called orbit raising. So here you see the orbit has been raised because the radius here has increased. In the moon's orbit, the orbit is being lowered. So this is the outer orbit and these are all the inner orbits. So this is the actual Chandrayaan-1 mission profile. So there were 5 orbits were there. It revolved an orbit around the Earth on 5 orbits with an increasing radius. And this is the last orbit where it gets injected from the Earth's gravity to the moon's gravity. And we orbited around the 5 orbits again for lower and around 100 kilometer radius. It revolved or had an orbit around the moon's surface. But this mission is already over. By 2 years or by 1 year and a half months, this mission was over. So there are like main scientific payloads of the Chandrayaan-1 mission. These are Indian payloads built by Indian Space Organization, research and physical research laboratory, terrain mapping, hyperspectral imaging, lunar laser ranging, etc. So I will not go here today. So these are actually the detectors that were set in the spacecraft. So these are scientific payloads from the international community, from the European Space Agency, low energy access spectrometer, then from the European Space Agency, small near infrared spectrometer, again from the European Space Agency. Atom detecting analyzer, this is from the NASA, synthetic aperture radar, and this is a very, very important mapper. That's a moon mineralogy mapper. That's also being done. So one can see in a combined way, these are all the payloads, and which actually is very important, particularly it can detect all the information and data right from the radio to the downlinks. So we all know the electromagnetic spectrum has all the various segments right from coming from the radio to the microwave to the infrared, optical, ultraviolet, etc. So all the part of electromagnetic radiation or the part of electromagnetic spectrum was allowed to observe. Okay. So this is the entire Chandrayaan spacecraft with all the mission modules and all the detectors and the payloads. Okay. So what was the result that we found from the Chandrayaan? Because all the future missions at the Chandrayaan-2 and now what is happening in the Chandrayaan-3, the scientific objectives were more or less the same. So the first thing is that we found on the Chandrayaan-1 mission is the confirmed presence of the lunar world. This is the first time that we proved that there is a presence of water ice on the surface of the moon, particularly on the south pole. So this is a south polar region where the trace of water was, which means the moon has a quantity of the ice and water. So this is the spectral data that actually talked about that or detected about presence of the water molecules. So this is again a picture from the moon mineralogy mapper. This is the south pole and this is the north pole. You can see the trace of water mostly on the south pole region. So these green dots are the trace of the water, trace of the ice. And in the north pole region, if you see, this is a very less one. That is the reason the south pole region of the moon is extremely interesting for us. So this is another kind of the picture we found on the terrain mapping camera. We all know the moon has huge giant craters. So these are various kind of craters that have been mapped. And these craters actually talked about or give us the evidence of the past tectonic activities, that is the past seismic activities, earthquakes, and etc., coupled with meteorite impacts. So this is another the data from the Chandrayaan-1. This is what is called the very large lunar basin of the lunar crater. So this is one of the longest large lunar basin, covering a width of nearly 950 kilometers. So this is the map of it. So these all actually talk about the topography of the moon. So how the moon surface actually is. Okay. So let's now go back to the Chandrayaan 2 and 3. So these are more of the mission objectives of the Chandrayaan 1. So the Chandrayaan 2 and 3 are more or less similar. As the name suggests, the Chandrayaan 3, which is right now still in the flyby mission, is a follow-on mission of the Chandrayaan 2 and the last under the present Chandrayaan 2. So there are three programs, three missions, not further. So primary scientific objectives of all Chandrayaan missions are approximately very similar. But there is a fundamental difference. So what is that? It's a technological. Unlike in the Chandrayaan 1, which is where the spacecraft was simply orbiting around the moon, that is a lunar orbiter, here our primary goal is to have soft landing on the moon surface. So we want to land on the moon surface, of course not manned mission, but an unmanned mission. So to demonstrate the capability in safe landing or soft landing and roving on the lunar surface. Roving means you just walk on. The lander will simply move around the lunar surface. Till date, only it is successfully done by three countries, US, Australia, Soviet Union, and Russia, and China. The more interesting thing is not only to land or have a soft landing on the moon, but particularly to have a soft landing on the far side of the moon, not the near side. That is the side of the hemisphere that we cannot observe. That is where the most of the south polar region is found, because that is actually more interesting things. So precisely to have soft landing on the far side of the moon, that is not visible from the Earth. Till date, only it is successfully done by the China in 2019. So if we can successfully do that, so we'll be the second country in the world to land, to have a soft landing on the far side of the moon. So this is a launch of the GSLV Mark III, GSLV, the geosynchronous launch vehicle that launched the Chandrayaan 3 in the transfer orbit. Transfer orbit is outbound orbit. From the outbound orbit, it will go to the what is called a lunar bound orbit. So there are some issue with the Chandrayaan 3. And that is the reason we need to go for the Chandrayaan 3. Because the mission objective of the Chandrayaan 2 was very similar, to have a soft landing on it. But it was not successful. So the Chandrayaan 2 comprised of three segments. One is the lunar orbiter that orbits around the moon. Second is the lander, that is for the Vikram, and that is for the rover, that is for the Pratap. The three segments. So Chandrayaan 2 is the second lunar exploratory mission of the Chandrayaan 1, comprising of a lunar orbiter, that is similarly like Chandrayaan 1. A lander means where there is a soft landing. So this is supposed to be landed on the moon surface very smoothly and softly. And then from here, this rover will come out and that will move around the moon surface. So orbital insertion, it was launched on July 22, 2019. The orbital insertion to moon's orbit happened on August 20, 2019. That is Insertion means it moved away from the Earth's orbit to the Moon's orbit. The scheduled soft landing was supposed to happen in the south polar region of the Moon because that was a targeted area to land on the far side of the south polar region on September 6, 2019. Unfortunately, the lander crashed while attempting to land. So it was not a successful, but it was a partial successful in sense that still the orbiter which is there, that is still working. And the orbiter mission lifetime is 7.5 years. So only nearly 3 years have passed, so roughly 4 years is still left, where this orbiter is still orbiting around that. So due to this failure, we need to again go to what is called the Chandrayaan. So and this Chandrayaan-3 mission was launched on this month itself on the 14th. To go to Chandrayaan-3 before going there, the very interesting aspect would be that why we are so much interested on the far side of the Moon, or what is called the mostly where the South Pole region lies. So why far side of the Moon? So this is the far side of the Moon, the lunar South Polar region on the far side of the Moon. It was taken by the Vigyan spacecraft. So it is a very special interest because of the occurrence of water ice. As I showed you the picture that most of the water content are basically found in the southern polar region in the past. The south polar region features craters that are unique. It consists of the largest crater in our solar system. The crater actually forms due to huge strikes by the asteroids or meteors that happened about a billion years back, which is called the South Pole 810 basin. It's the largest crater in our solar system. So these craters are basically cold caps that contain a fossil deposit of hydrogen, water ice, and other elements dating from the early solar system. So hence, it will give us an understanding of not only how the Moon has the origin and the evolution of the Moon, but also the evolution of our solar system. That is one of the prime scientific objects. So let's go back to the Chandrayaan-3, our final mission. So this is the Chandrayaan-3 integrated module. It's a third lunar exploratory mission on the Chandrayaan program. So it consists of a lander and a rover. However, it does not consist of any orbiter because we do not require any further orbiter. There are already two orbiters. The Chandrayaan-1, it worked for nearly 2 years, and the Chandrayaan-2 orbiter is already there, and it will be still being operating for the next 4 years or so. So we do not require any orbiter. However, our main target is that soft landing on the Moon surface. That's why it only consists of the lander and the rover. So it was successfully launched on July 14, 2023. Orbital insertion to Moon's orbit till now has not happened, but it will take place hopefully on July 31, 2020. So that's our schedule there, where this the spacecraft is still orbiting around the Earth, will eventually move away from the Earth's orbit to the Moon's orbit on this day, that is July 31, 2023. Expected soft landing near the lunar South Pole that is supposed to take place on August 23, 2020. So roughly total 40 days of the mission. Even estimated cost is so less, including lander and rover, is just only 650. Nothing. So these are the Chandrayaan payloads. I'm not going to so much details. So there are 3 payloads on the lander, and there are 2 payloads on the rover, which are going to collect a lot of scientific data, minerals and chemicals and other things from the Moon surface, going to feed us with all this data information on the Moon. So this is the most interesting thing, is the mission profile. So the Chandrayaan-3 was launched on 14th of July. This is the Earth here. So this is the launching of the Chandrayaan-3. So this is the first orbit on the Earth surface. This is called the first orbit base, where the orbit was based on July 15, 2020. After that, several orbits it passed through, and subsequently the orbits were being based. From first orbit to the second orbit, to the third orbit, to the fourth orbit, to the fifth orbit. Yesterday, the fifth orbit got raised on July 25th, 2020. So this is the last orbit that the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft will have. After that, orbiting around this fifth orbit or the last orbit, it will be injected from the Earth's gravitational field to the moon's gravity. This is what is called the lunar orbit insertion. And this will happen on the July 31, 2020. So after reaching the lunar orbit, it will again subsequently orbit around the moon, but here it will be quite opposite. Here the orbit will raise, you see the radius will increase. Here the orbits will be lowered. So the radius will be decreased till the radius will be 100 kilometers from the main surface. Once it has reached the 100-kilometer radius of the moon surface, after that, it will slowly fall to the moon. That's the stop point. That's our target. So that is supposed to happen or expected on August 23, 2020. And the speed during that landing will be very less, like 3 meters per second. This is orbiting around the speed of 10 kilometers per second. And when it will land it around 3 meters. So this brings me to the end of my talk here of the Chandrayaan missions. So if I can just simply conclude that we wish and hope that on August 23, the lander and the rover of the Chandrayaan-3 will successfully make a soft landing near the lunar south polar region. If successful, India will become the second country after China to do so. It will be a stepping stone towards the ISRO's future interplanetary and advanced testing. So we wish that at this time, at least on August 23, that we have a successful soft landing on the moon surface. Thank you. So this is our picture of a moon captured by our MSc physics student with the strange optical telescope. Thank you.
So now the session is open for your doubts. If anyone has any doubts, yes.
No question.
Now,
Thank you.
thank you, sir, for this wonderful talk and session. Now, proceeding towards our next scientific section, let me call upon our next scientist, that is Dr. Anup Gurung, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry. So before that, let me introduce him briefly. Dr. Anup Gurung graduated from St. Joseph College, Darjeeling, and completed his post-graduation from North Bengal University, specializing in inorganic chemistry, and completed his PhD from Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology. Dr. Gurung has experience in multi-step synthetic reaction and characterization using different instrumentation techniques in the School of Chemistry, Hyderabad Central University, under UGC networking schemes. His research area revolves around cancer diagnosis, treatment, and chemical sensor. Dr. Anup Gurung has also set up the first research lab in SMIT, that is Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology, under Professor Sanjay Dahal, completing 2 research projects by Directorate of Science and Technology and Defense Research and Developmental Organization, that is DRDO, Government of India. Now, without any delay, I request Dr. Anup Gurung to please come forward for his interesting talk on the topic transferring scientific discoveries into business. Please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. sir. And thank you for the wonderful talk. Now, our moon bottle, let's come back to the Earth.
Today's talk actually is very important for me, and I hope you guys also. And as much as I wanted, I try to relate with our theme, Science Day, that is empowering villages through science. Uh, as far as my personal life is concerned, science has empowered me. I'm from a small village from Darjeeling, and because of science only, I'm here working in one of the reputed University of India. Now, it is said that economics always win, right? Economics always win, irrespective of anything. Hence, the most powerful countries militarily or technologically, they are economically powerful, like US, China, etc. Okay, so uh, so in relation to that, my topic is transforming what scientific ideas that we discover, or that we know in school level or college level and in postgraduate level, to convert that into the businesses, right? And the new term that it is a very recent term, all right? The whole system, education system is now changing. There is no more that you have a degree and you get a job. The recruiters are asking what you can create, what benefit that will create from your knowledge, not from your degree. Okay, and the term is called L2M, that is lab to market. All right. Now let's define first what is science. Okay, this is my personal definition. All right, this is not from ChatGPT or something like that. So I wanted to actually consult with the ChatGPT, but the answer I got from the ChatGPT didn't convince me. I think that whatever definition exists is not that correct. So I put up my own definition here. What is science in general that you people are doing and we people are doing? It's almost the same. All right. So science is to understand nature. All right. To understand nature, how does it work? Right, and to try to replicate that process, whatever happening in the nature, in our lab. Okay, in our lab, and to document those things, to document whatever we found in like chlorophyll. What was the pigment present in chlorophyll? We found out and we documented that. Okay, that is just what our scientists does. Okay, what are you people are right now doing is you're practicing science, you're learning the rules of science. In school and colleges, people learns the science. All right, in college, they try to understand nature. They try to understand nature. Right now, when you document whatever new findings that you've got, that is what science does. Okay, like for example, chlorophyll contains this molecule. Our hemoglobin contains this N unit. You know, red color of our blood is because of this unit. I synthesize in my lab. I synthesize this kind of compound. This is called porphyrins. Just see, iron and this group is giving you hemoglobin. This no animal could have survived. That scientist has found. For the big pigment of plant that you everywhere see, because of this. All right, and the Newton's third wave motion give you the equal and opposite reaction. That was the basis, that was the finding that we got from nature. And the current and the magnetic field produces force. Those things were found out by scientists, okay? Not the businessman. All right, yes, we haven't reached the business. All right, this is just the scientists, the top scientists who found out, Faraday found out now this electromagnetic phenomena. So he was not a business, but he was a scientist. Now let's what is business? Any earning or benefit that you get from some ventures or action or ventures, if you get some benefit, that is or monetarily or some other way, if you get the benefit, that is your business. And there are two kinds of business. One is commission based and one is technology based. All right. Technology based are like I'll come back to that. And business, as much as science, business is also very essential for survival of the country. China wouldn't have been so much powerful without the business. They had the science. US had the science. I know that the movie is going on, right? Oppenheimer, all right? Oppenheimer is going, they have that technology that they converted into business. That bomb is a business only. All right. So the country, if they have science, they must have business. That is the only way. Now, if you can see this fan and washing machine, how does it work? It works on this principle. The scientists who has found the Faraday, who has found the electromagnetic phenomena, has landed on us in fan, and so without this, in modern world cannot survive. In every instruments, electronic mostly motors are used. Okay, so here the transition between that motor and the product has been taken place, but it has taken lots of time. But it has taken place, and it should take place. So similarly, that warfarin I saw you, that compound that we synthesize in our lab, that is being used as an anti-cancer for head and neck cancer. Okay, so we found out that is the head and neck cancer. So not only it is giving you business to the country, let's say country, it is also saving lives. Okay, and what all of us are doing, we study and we try to make human's life better, and we try to save life of people. All right, and saving someone's life is the greatest thing one can do. Now, similarly, that Newton's third law, equal and opposite reaction, has landed up on us in rockets. Like Dr. Subhanshu just said, how did that Chandrayaan make the basic principle is Newton's third law. So each and every sentence that you are reading from your book, whether it is from verse 5, 8, 12, or your knowledge of post academic, each of them is correct and has the application. All right. Now, the commission page is you buy something from one person and you sell it after getting your share. That's called commission page. But today, what I'm focusing is on the creative business and the technology business. All right. Now, can you tell me which country is this? Anyone? Can you tell me which country is this? Small country. Israel. Okay. We have executives from Israel also. They have worked here, all right. But it's a small country, and you know what is Israel? Everybody wants to go to Israel. Okay, it's a kind of super country, all right. And you know which state is this? It's Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh is 12 times bigger than Israel. Okay, but if you see the power, Israel is 18th military power in the world, and it is surrounded by the enemy countries. Every time Caucasus flows into the Israel, anytime it can grow. So how they survive? Okay. They survive by one innovation, from science to technology to business. That's called Iron Dome. Okay, this this one is real picture. When the rockets from outside, they have this system Iron Dome. It automatically fires back another missiles and it destroys in the air itself. All right, you have to watch Ramayana or not? In like in there, Ram was the thief and Ravan was the thief and Ram and it was. So that has become true now by scientific innovation. So imagine if they had not the technology, they wouldn't have survived. So science is that important, and that innovation to the business is also important. If they have just the technology without the product, it would have been a very no. That's why. So the cost of each system is around 50 million per battery. Okay, so it's around 50 million, $5 crore something. All right, so that goes to thousands. Like just now, sir said that construction land costs around 600 crores. Okay, so with this one battery we can buy hundreds of Tanzania. Okay, so if you want in India, you have to buy that thousands and thousands of crores. The other reason is you people have to make it because it is the only power is the students who has beautiful science and convert it into the right. Now there is a in 1969 there is a war between the Israel small country and the 6 other countries. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, everybody invaded. Everybody invaded Israel at once. But they survived. You know how they survived? Because of science and technology. All right. They are the only country are able to convert seawater into drinkable water because there is no source of water. Okay. So this is the importance. This is the example what we can do, what they can do, and what we can do. All right. I wanted to in your head that this is possible. It is must. All right. Now, means only science might benefit humanity. All right, but it does not necessarily benefit a country. All right, there is a new research group government India what is called NRF, National Research Foundation. Now they are funding anyone who comes with the innovative idea which benefit them. All right. So if you make a nice discovery, and if you but that discovery is used by Pakistan and is used against our country India, then it is okay, right? Okay. So there's a new term called patent. Okay. Whenever you discover something, it is patent. Like here also if the ideas are we are to patent, right? Okay. Once you get a patent, what right slides on it. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so now let's see one case study. Okay, Professor John Bannister, we call them Professor because he died 100 years this year at the age of 100 years. And this is him. Okay. Okay. The best thing about scientific people and the people in academia or research now. In other profession, when you grow old, you retire or you become useless, right? Not useless, but in academia, in research, when people grow, they become more important and more important. We call them rock star of science, like C.N. Rao, we call that rock star. Okay, he died in 98 years in the lab. He got Nobel Prize in chemistry. What's his work? Science work. Huh? He made this battery. The ones you are using in your phone, laptop, cars, everything. He was the pioneer of that technology. All right. And it's called lithium-ion battery. So what is after lithium-ion battery, right? Lithium-ion battery means I'm taking on that's the solid. You can't do anything, right? Okay. So that was made in lab. So it came directly from the Reliance or Anila. Okay. It was made in lab. Okay. Okay. So and first thing he did was he patented the technology. That's why Samsung, those companies do lots of business more than us, but they first what they do is they patented. They patented the technology, and what we got the product, mobile, Android, everything. We should be But you remember that we were good at that, right? This phone. What is this? Where's me to see you? What is called? What is called? Photo. Somebody calls photo, somebody calls Tum also, I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Okay, and this is Tata Nexon. Now it is coming to the your cities because it is highly environmental friendly. It doesn't produce any greenhouse gases. All right, and this is predator. What is it? This is predator drone. Recently, India bought. India might have stayed in Chandrayaan, but look where India is spending. Okay. India bought 31 predator drones, costing around 25,000. Each one of them costs 880 crore. 25,000 crore has gone out of India. Okay. Some things they should continue, but we have to be really clear. Now, why is that? Why is that we are able to produce predator drone? Okay, and that the question is an open question, and it lies in okay. India needs lots of engineers, scientists, involved. Okay, we must inculcate that scientific rigor and converting them into some use. See, very frank, we are also studying. Me also, I'm teaching or studying for some benefit, right? Okay, you won't say that I'll be a very big scientist and I'll doctor and work with me, right? You'll be also having some certificate to become a doctor, right? Similarly, your country also needs to earn. Okay, so economics plays a very business is not a bad business is a very good thing for a country for everyone. Okay, America is earning because of so many things. Okay, and it's good for them. Similarly, it should be good for us also. Once you become a scientist, you can go to industry, you can earn lots of money. That's what I wanted to say. It's not that you have to always be after science work. All right, guys, that is my actually message. Now, who's this guy? Everybody knows that, right? And I love him, you know. He's the ideal to me. Okay, he's very awesome guy. What is his background? You know, his physics background. He BSc in physics. Okay, then what he did? Alan Moss. He's 52 years right now, and he's the richest person in the world. Okay. How did he become the richest person? He didn't do anything. Right? He has that way of converting the technology into the product. Okay. The first thing he did was Tesla. The technology was already there. That battery that made like good enough was already there. Like the Faraday made that motor, but the motor being used in your fan, washing machine, or so many things. Similarly, the battery was there. What he made out of that? He made Tesla. All right. So it means that you don't have to do the basic science, like all the inventions by yourself. You can innovate, solve innovations. So he made the Tesla. Now Tesla is ruling the car market. In future, you will hardly see any petrol car in the road because petrol car really not good for the environment and your health. Okay, so it is earning billions and billions of dollars. It is the most successful venture. All right. Next is a SpaceX. Okay, it's a private company, and whenever like this time Chandrayaan went to the district and the boosters were going to the like it was useless, right? But what he did was those boosters they land back. It is reusable, and that booster cost 50% of the whole. So they make it reusable. It was quite impossible task. Even NASA could not believe that they make one of it, but he made that. Okay, that was easy. Now new one is Starlink. It is connecting all the countries with the small satellites. Okay, now no need of that wire and all. You can directly use via satellite. So there is no problem of any the wire getting snapped or something like that. Congress doesn't matter. Okay, lots of time already. So I think faster than airplane. Why you can travel faster than airplane? and it becomes cheaper. You venture here according to XAI, that is artificial intelligence. I want to tell you that artificial intelligence is very big, guys. Everything moves by artificial intelligence. I want to finish, please, here with you, okay? 2 slides only. Now, some of our other medical equipment are right. Pfizer. You having Pfizer is the biggest pharmaceutical company in the world. If you combine all of us, because they top hospitals in this area, we have a Pfizer company. Okay, in future also it will do. So the richest company in the world, Pfizer. Then our with what again? Sundar Pichai. This is good. Whole life like controlled by Google itself. Okay, and our own Pfizers was the most like in India. That I is true. So because in future, the world space, there are tourism like some space tourism is also coming up. Or who knows, we might have to travel to Mars, and that will be a business. All right, business in a good sense. Some you have to pay something, and Amazon. All right. So who are these people? Who is the Elon Musk? Who is Sundar Pichai? Who is Steve Jobs? Okay, and where they come from? They come from technology. Okay, they become scientists or technologists, and where they come from? They come from college. Okay, they come from college. They don't come from. Okay, and when this college comes from? That is you people. Okay, so you people meaning are the start and the finish is a person who will be in our country or the whole humanity. Okay, in that sense. All right. So believe in you. Actually, you whether you write it or not, it is you that we have to follow. Okay. So there is a Japanese part. Okay. If one can do it, you can do it too. And if no one can do it, you must. All right. So you must be working like these guys talking big things and all. Okay. What he has done. Right. मैले के भनेर यस्तो ठुलो कुरा गरेँ हैन मैले के गरेँ भन्नु पर्यो नि त हैन मैले के गरेँ त तिमीलाई त्यो त भाषण र उसमा त दिनु पर्यो anybody can do right. Okay, so that I try to implement in my life. I told you that from a small and I didn't have this ideas. Well, and we should be a power of you. Is the project that we have got from Government of India recently. 1 week back, I got project from Government of India. In this, what our group is trying to do is we are trying to diagnose cancers by just a plate or some like using any sophisticated instrument. TB, lung cancer, diabetes. Relax. Okay, and team members say these are our business, our business. These are public researcher. Okay, we can do all kind of like if we have so any instrument, any device, it has to be tested with the basis for. So he knows that. And all right, and he's a doctor of he's in Patna NGM hospital. Dr. Ashish from STM, he's oncologist. All right, oncologist which cancer treatment environment. Here is our body. This is that cancer which we cancer. And see, बिमार हुँदा like गाउँको मान्छेहरू जान्दैन किनभने 15,000 10,000 अहिले 5,000 गयो भने आउनु पर्दैन त्यो चाहिँ भेरी प्रब्लम हो नि त अरू कहिले होइन होला त नर्मलाइज गरिदिनु सो यस्तो टेस्ट जो घरमै गएर हारेर कति हुँदैन सो and cancer is remember cancer is very dangerous only if it is not diagnosed early early cancer detection is survival chance goes very high so that's what we are trying to do all right so now there is a phase 2 which will be for 3 years and you can ask for 3 to 5 crores of that at last because it is a incremental at last we found center of excellence. The government of India might provide us 8 to 10 crores, all right, 8 to 10 crores. In that, everything goes well, you will have a product in hand, which is made out of SLM Sikkim University, SLM University Sikkim, that will have not only the people of this region, but all over the world. Okay, especially from developing nations who has lack of funding of healthcare system, small countries are poor. So, मैले यसबाट पैसा कमाइ न I don't know, but our country will learn. Country will get it can sell to US and country will like US is selling us freedom in 20,000. We can sell to US in 30,000. Okay. Okay. So this is the last slide. Okay. So this is the what are the takeaways is everything we study or learn in our classes or from books is very important. Don't think that you have a camera. Everything, okay? Everything. The algebra you do gives you everything. The thing of format is also that algebra. People computer is also algebra. Geometry, God of geometry. The thing, the door of the paracetamol you have, that is chemistry. That is physics. Okay. All right, the plant that is from biology. Everything is important. And we should try to materialize whatever we have done. We have to stand tactically. Okay, so science is science is day to day life. Even the everything you relate with science. Everything has answer. Though not immediately, but in and around you get the most right, most of the right answer. All right. And great scientists, okay, not a great scientists make a country strong and okay. Wants to go to US and settle. Why not make our own country like US? What's the problem in that? We just need a good scientists and innovators. I'm the road around the cable car, very and we don't have to leave our place. So that what I want to say that is up to you guys. Okay. And there are people to guide, right, like us and all. But the thing is, you people have that capacity. Remember, I'll tell you. In case of intelligence, you people are more intelligent than us. Though we are high experienced but intelligent. Your neurons are dividing. Your neurons are one unit. Neurons are very cameras, right? Your neurons are one unit. Our neurons are one unit. Our neurons are other. After some age, we might get Alzheimer also. Okay. Like me and that girl. If we go for an aeroplane course look at it. Only 6 hard because our neurons is dividing. So you people are more intelligent than us. The thing is, we are more experienced. Okay. And for energy, you have to direct that energy. Alright, guys, trust on yourself. Last but not the least, what others can do, we can also do. Alright. Okay, guys. So I want. One last thing. Recently, 14th July, we celebrate Anuvata. Okay, that is a poet because of which we are speaking Nepali, right? So he unites us all, right? So he has written one kavita, okay. Harajanma घाँस एउटा मन विधान कमायो नाम केही होस् पछि भनेर भनायो घाँसी दरिद्र घाँसी दरिद्र तर बुद्धि कस्तो म भानु भइकन आज यस्तो meaning is a grass cutter was there every on cutter whatever he used on one part used to keep it and he made a well Anika well for the and because of that well his name is now very famous. That well is still in the Nepal. Okay. And the person who wrote, he is a very rich and intellectual person. He was, I'm being so rich also. What I got from him? What is my contribution? Who will be learning? Okay. So I want you people to hear. Thank you all.
Announce what debate at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, sir, for this amazing session.
That is inauguration and tour of the exhibition. I would like to request all the participants of various events to be present in their respective venues that has been allocated to them accordingly. Also, I request all the dignitaries and faculty of different departments and from schools and colleges to have a formal tour of the event of Vigyan Utsavam 23.
Now let me formally announce the venue of the various events. So for SDG exhibition, you people may proceed to room number 307 and 308, which is on the 3rd floor. And for poster presentation, you may proceed to room number 103, 104, 107 and 8. That is on the 1st floor. And the model exhibition that is in the multidisciplinary research center, which is on the top floor of the university, that is the 6th floor. For quiz, you people may proceed to 501, 2, and 5 on the 5th floor of the university. And for debate, please proceed to the basement, that is B01 and B02 room number. So I request the debate participants, so please go to the respective venue. Have to be there. After your lunch, please go to the respective venue. Sharply 2 p.m. please. After tour exhibition, please do have your lunch. That is food coupons are attached with your registration kit, so you can use your food coupon for your lunch. After lunch, sharply at 2 p.m., we have the competition and judgments for various events. So be there at the respective venue sharply at 2 p.m. I repeat, at 2 p.m. please.